college football teams with the most incoming transfers heading into 2024. Who wrote this one? What's going on, guys? I hope you're having a good day, and I most certainly hope you're having a great week on purpose. This footage, this is on the DB3 Tip social media platform, so I want to say salute to Travis Hunter for this footage that I am talking over. Obviously, you guys have heard about the new allegations that Coach Prime actually demanded his players to actually go and see Shador open up for Lil Boosie. You know, there's this big controversy out there, and I told y'all, no haters gonna go unturned this year. I'm gonna address everyone. I'm gonna talk about it. But when people say, oh, Colorado has all of these transfers, we're not gonna be good because we're the only team that's transferring a lot of players. So my guys at the Buffalo Wires at usatoday.com have actually compiled a list of college football teams that have the most transfers in. We're gonna look at that right after Shador tells you who we are around here. Hey, Shador, let them know.
BWB. Bandwagon buffs.
That's right. It's your man's Harry Billion. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as it uploads to YouTube. All right, family. So I got to go ahead and get into this video real quick. So that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. All right, guys. Welcome back. We're going to look at how many college football teams have actually transferred in a lot of players. And all of this camaraderie, all of the synergy talk, they don't know each other, they're not going to get along. Well, if that's the case, then it seems as if the entire college football landscape is not going to get along this year because there's a lot of teams that have a lot of transfers. So college football is going to be looking a lot weirder this year, and ain't nobody going to play well because ain't nobody going to get along. But something tells me otherwise. Let's go to the information, and I'll give you this. Let's go. I say salute to the Buffalo's Wire for this content. College football teams with the most incoming transfers heading into 2024. Who wrote this one? Jack Carlo. Hey, Jack Carlo, what up with you, man? I appreciate this information. We about to get it in. Once again, Colorado football head coach Deion Sanders and his staff have recruited the transfer portal quite well this offseason. The Buffs will soon enter their second fall camp under Coach Prime with vastly improved offensive and defensive lines, several new skill players, and an impressive group of incoming defensive backs. The transfer portal has also been kind to a few other rebuilding Big 12 programs this offseason, setting up what should be an entertaining slate of games for the new look conference. According to 247 Sports database, these are the college football programs with the most incoming transfers heading into the 2024 season. At number 10 in this first group is going to be South Carolina, Arkansas, Vanderbilt. They all have 22 commits. Three SEC teams, the South Carolina Gamecocks, Arkansas Razorbacks, and Vanderbilt Commodores, have each attracted a robust 22 transfers this offseason. South Carolina's class is arguably the most impressive, with 4 of the 22 newcomers being 247 Sports 4-star transfers. At our number 9 spot, we got Tulane and Cal with 23 commits. Heading into their first season in the ACC, the Cal Golden Bears have reloaded with 23 incoming transfers, including former Notre Dame wide receiver Tobias Merriweather. This is the group of colleges in the number 8 spot. That's going to be Arizona, TCU, Michigan State, Ole Miss, with a total of 24 commits each. Of these 4 teams with 24 transfer commits, Ole Miss group is by far the most talented. The Rebels' biggest splash came in December when they landed former Texas A&M Aggies defensive lineman Walter Nolan. All right, and then at number 7 we have Cincinnati with 25 commits. Coming off a rough first season in the Big 12, Cincinnati has one of college football's largest incoming transfer classes. However, the Bearcats' lack of top-end talent should hinder some of the excitement. At number 6 we have Houston, UCF with 27 commits each. 2 other programs that joined the Big 12 last year, the Houston Cougars and UCF Knights, should each be vastly improved in 2024. At number 5, we have Washington, Texas A&M with 28 commits. Despite losing Nolan to Ole Miss and wide receiver Evan Stewart to the Oregon Ducks, Texas A&M remains one of college football's biggest transfer portal winners of the offseason. The Aggies landed former Purdue edge Nick Swarton and a slew of other 4 stars. New Washington Huskies head coach Jet Fish has also added several premier transfers ahead of his first season in Seattle, including former Arizona cornerback Ephesians Prysak. At number 4, we have Arizona State with 29 commits. Running back Alton McCaskill IV pictured above, and short-lived CU tight end Chayman Matea both left the Buffs to join head coach Kenny Dillingham, ASU Sun Devils. At number 3, we have Memphis with 30 commits. The Memphis Tigers, one of the few non-Power 4 teams on this list, has added 30 transfers this offseason, although none are rated higher than 3 stars. And Memphis is pictured right here hoisting the 65th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl Championship trophy right there. Salute, gentlemen, salute. Coming in second, guys, is going to be Indiana Louisville with 31 commits. Louisville head coach Jet Brum owns 31 transfer commits, including former Alabama Crimson Tide wide receiver Ja'Cory Brooks. Coming in at number 1, that's Colorado. That's right, we had to take 42 commits. Once again, head coach Deion Sanders has attracted a massive group of transfer portal players to Boulder. Running back Dallin Hayden, Ohio State Buckeyes defensive lineman Samuel Okolota, Pitt Panthers, and wide receiver LaJohntay Wester from FAU Owls are 3 of the biggest names that have fans excited about next season. Colorado is number 1, having to take the most transfers. The situation at Colorado is not the same as everybody's situation. Now, to tell you the truth, it's kind of sad that this one is on barstoolsports.com. You would think, maybe you wouldn't. All right? I can't put trash media past anyone. So I don't know how much I can hold Barstools to some type of credibility or high esteem. Even though they got Gilly and Wallow, when you look at what they do and how they do it, some things are very questionable at best. It's like everybody has an angle in this business of news reporting, and you got to be very careful on how you consume this information. You got to be very careful because propaganda works in a very sneaky way. Sometimes you can't see propaganda coming right in front of your face. There are times where propaganda can seem like it's legit, but propaganda is very sneaky. Are you buying the latest Colorado rumor? No. That's me saying no. I guess this was written by Ohio State. I don't know if that's their name or they're just saying that they are Ohio State via Athlon Sports. And Athlon Sports is Kevin Borba. He covers the Buffs, he covers Prime. I would call him like friendly media. So I don't know that this is something where he's being salacious. Maybe he heard something through the grapevine or he got something and he reported it. No idea. Anyway, Prime told us we all had to be there to support Shador as a rapper. If you listen to that, just the first line is weird. Like, who says that? It sounds like a white person saying that. I ain't trying to be racist, but no black person would say Prime told us we had to be there to support Shador as a rapper. That just doesn't sound like somebody black. Off the rip, it just sounds weird. It don't sound like something coherent. I'm not trying to debunk it. I'm trying to treat it with its own merit. They were not happy at all. To be honest, it was nothing but a huge distraction and Daddy Ball was being played. So, okay, it seems like a collage of thoughts that were being put together to make sense as one thought. It doesn't sound like one of the players. It sounds like somebody outside of the locker room overheard them talking about something and they kind of like are giving their thoughts. Almost like there's a snitch in the building. Maybe the janitor or somebody who's in the building. If you ever watch any of those heist movies, like if you ever seen any of the ocean movies, you would get the actors to kind of dress up as the cleaning crew and they'll be kind of rolling that cleaning cart around and just to try to see if they can hear something. They may have some type of listening device placed somewhere. It has that feel to it. This is the latest example of the tumultuous offseason for the Buffs. There were a total of 42 players to exit the program since the end of the 2023 season. While they were able to make up ground by replacing players who left, this was the second roster flip since Coach Prime arrived on campus early last year. I don't know that this is a tumultuous offseason. This is the nature of college football as we have it. Roster flips are pretty much happening all around college football, and that's why I wanted to do this video today to show you how many college football teams have actually brought in a lot of transfers. This whole idea of the Lil Wayne concert, the Wayne concert was the final straw for a few players who hit the transfer portal, a source said. When Coach Prime told us we all had to be there to support Shador as a rapper, they were not happy at all. To be honest, it was nothing but a huge distraction and Daddy Ball was being played. Why would you say they were not happy at all? Who's the they? The language being used feels weird. It feels like you have a snitch in the building and they're not a football player. That's what I see there. That's how I feel. Then he says, either way, regardless of how much truth it is in this specific story, the fall of Colorado, can they fall that much if he took over a 1-11 program, has become quite the story this offseason. 42 transfers out, coming off a season where their head coach was named Sportsperson of the Year by SI, and the haters are already lined up to see the Buffaloes lose, although their schedule appears to be much easier in the Big 12. I mean, when you write stuff like this, I wonder if you're not a hater as well. Even on some videos, Shador says that he didn't even know that he was rapping.
You went to that concert, the Lil Wayne concert?
Nah, I ain't go to that. I seen a little post.
You ain't get kicked off the team?
Nah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Hey, whoever ain't go to the concert, you got kicked off, bro.
Nah, I ain't go. I was at that club.
Nah.
And see Shador,
Yeah, I seen that. They crazy for that. He ain't forced us to go to that, bro. Y'all tell me.
you can't be forced to listen to your music at concerts, bro.
Hey, bro, that's crazy because we didn't even know we was going to perform, bro.
Exactly.
How we decide 5 minutes, but Dad already predetermined. Dad didn't even know we were going to perform.
I definitely didn't know.
But I don't even say nothing back, bro.
Let me ask you a question, bro. I know you got a hard job, you know. How many people you had to discipline for not going to the concert?
Bro, what is up with that? Why people be making up weird stuff?
I'm saying how many people you had to discipline though? Like how many people you had to run?
It was not mandatory to go to the concert.
Oh, okay.
The
Damn.
guys just wanted to be good teammates.
Jimmy
Did
ain't
they
know?
even know that he was performing? I didn't even know.
We didn't even know, bro.
Coach Prime said it never happened. The players are saying it never happened. Then something happened or something was said that was taken out of context, and they're trying to make it seem like this is what happened. But nonetheless, Colorado had to do what Colorado had to do to make sure that team was up and going to even be able to win 4 games. People look at 4-8 as if it's this atrocious thing, but 4-8 is an improvement from 1-11. I know that a lot of the reason why people shun 4-8 or look down upon 4-8 is only because of how Coach Prime talks. Coach Prime puts it out there, we're going to win and we're going to win big. And then when things go the other way, then people can feel some kind of way and they can say everything they want to say. And I understand it. I get it. We're going to have to own that. Us as Colorado fans, we understand it and we own that. But what I want everybody to understand is keep the energy that y'all have. That's all I want. I want y'all to keep the energy you got. As long as you understand and you keep making sure that every single team that you saying is big, then when we beat them, do not move the goalpost. That's all I'm asking, because the conversation always changes. The goalpost is always moving. Why is the goalpost moving? Because that's how people feel. It's never good enough. Coach Prime goes out and he beats some of your best teams this year. The goalpost is going to move. Keep in mind what y'all said about TCU preseason. TCU was supposed to beat Colorado. So many people said that Colorado was not going to win any games. Colorado was only going to win 2 games. That's why I said everybody guessed it this year. Keep that same energy that you got, because I want you to know that this is not the same team, and you keep saying, oh, these guys coming in are not going to be able to get along. This daddy ball, keep that daddy ball. Folks are not going to get along energy, and make sure that the teams that you say are good, make sure they stay good the entire season. I'm spelling this out because I'm tired of the argument. Make sure that those teams that you say are good, make sure that they're good. Make sure that you are sold on Nebraska. Make sure that you are sold on NDSU. When we put our foot in their mouths, I don't want to hear no, oh, that was the FCS team anyways, because of what you're saying. They are the FBS busters, remember? So just understand that and keep that same energy, because when we smack them in the mouth, I don't want to hear nothing other than, oh my gosh, I was wrong. I want my apologies in all caps. In the comments, make sure that you type my apologies in all caps. Make sure that Dylan Raiola is not just a freshman. Make sure that Nebraska is not the Nebraska of yesteryears. Nebraska used to be good. Make sure of that. Make sure that when we beat Arizona, oh, Fafita is just a sophomore. Make sure you understand that he's just not a sophomore, and make sure that, oh, it's not just that they lost their head coach, so they weren't going to be that good anyway. I'm laying it all out for you. I know what you're going to say, and I'm getting ahead of it. They lost their head coach, and their quarterback was not even the starter last year. Let's make sure that we keep these people honest. I'm going to keep y'all honest. I'm keeping receipts this year. Travis Hunter, get your workout on, working hard for what you do. Get big, get strong. I'm going to leave it right there, and I'll see you. Get it? See you on the next video. Okay.